Trump administration saying it's going to exempt automakers for 1 month, that is, from recently imposed 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada. But Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau reportedly will not lift retaliatory tariffs on the U.S. if President Trump leaves any tariffs on Canada in place. Auto trade between the U.S., Mexico, and Canada totaled $345 billion last year. Joining us right now is Karina Gould, former Canadian government House leader who is now Liberal leadership candidate for Canadian Prime Minister. And welcome to the broadcast this morning. My question to you is, what do you think the tariffs that the U.S. is imposing on Canada are really about? We've heard about fentanyl over and over again, but there are reasons, and they're not being articulated by this administration necessarily, but there are lots of tariffs that Canada already has on the U.S.
Well, look, I don't think that these tariffs have a real objective in the sense of what Donald Trump is talking about. If he's talking about fentanyl, I mean, it's minuscule amounts that come from Canada into the United States. But if that's what he cares about, well, then let's put together an inspection team at the border to inspect every truck that goes south for fentanyl and every truck that comes north for illegal guns. That's one of the issues that we have as Canadians. So, look, at the end of the day, these tariffs are unjustified, they are ill-conceived, and they're hurting not just Canadians, but they're hurting Americans, and they're going to make the price of everything more expensive for American citizens.
You didn't answer about it. The question was about the tariffs you already have on us.
What about the tariffs on the U.S.? Meaning, we're talking about peanut butter or milk.
The butter. I've got a long list, Karina.
Well, okay, but in fairness, what we're talking about with that is really minuscule, and there is not a trade imbalance when it comes to Canada and the United States. We have the free trade agreement between Canada, the U.S., and Mexico that has served our countries very, very well. It has enabled prosperity on both sides of the border. And so let's keep building things together. Let's keep doing stuff together.
Why do you say there's not? You just said, and I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. Maybe that's a polite way to put it. You said there's not a trade imbalance. Where do you get that from?
Well, that's correct. So the numbers that the president is putting out is just simply not true. When it comes to Canada and the United States, we build things together. We do stuff together. This is good for American businesses, and it's good for Canadian businesses. And let's keep building things and be strong together. That's something that we should be working towards as Canadians and Americans. And that is what has enabled North American prosperity. And I hope that that's something that we can continue to do.
Right. So as it relates to fentanyl, do you just think the president is lying to the public?
Well, there's no data to back up what he's saying. But what I will say is that we care about fentanyl. It's a scourge in our society as well. So we have put in place strong measures in Canada. Let's work together with the United States and make sure that we are keeping fentanyl out of both of our countries, because this is a crisis in Canada and it's a crisis in the United States. And I think there's more that we can do together on this, but it's not about fentanyl coming in from Canada to the United States. There is very little fentanyl that goes south of the border. And so if that's the case, then let's work together to make sure that we are eliminating this scourge in both of our countries.
Karina, the actual trade deficit with Canada was in 2024 was $63.3 billion. But it's mostly energy, and we need that. And in terms of services, trade, we actually have a surplus in the United States with services. But then there really are. I mean, you say the USMCA, you get above a certain point, and there's really crazy tariffs on a lot of stuff, and it's not minuscule. It's vegetables 100%, fish products 100%, shoes 30%, cocoa 30%, sugar 265%. I mean, physician, heal thyself. Why can't you get rid of those? And then you'd be in a much better position to say we don't do anything wrong.
Well, let's look at what we're talking about. I mean, in terms of the major things that we are trading between Canada and the United States, the U.S. depends on Canada for so many things. I mean, let's look at potash, right? Canada provides 80% of potash to the United States. That is something that you depend on. You talked about energy. This is something that is important for the U.S. market. let's have that conversation. These are things that the United States is putting tariffs on that are increasing the cost of everything for everyday American citizens. Let's make sure that we are having that conversation, because at the end of the day, president in the United States is making life more expensive for Americans. We would rather continue to have this relationship, to be strong friends, be allies, as opposed to, put the energy security, the food security, the national security at risk for both Canadians and Americans. We have had such a long-standing, important relationship as Canadians and Americans. Let's work together. These tariffs are not the way to do it. This aggressive economic action against Canada that has been your friend, your ally, your partner, our soldiers have fought and died together, is not the way to go about this. Let's have a conversation, but this aggressive action has spurred Canadians, who are generally a happy and kind people, into a level of anger.
What's the rationale, Karina, for all those tariffs that I've got 30 of them here, and I have people writing in saying that they can't even sell their products in Canada. They have to be marked up 2.5 times in Canada just to sell into that country. What's the rationale? And that gives the perception that, we're patsy, we're big, strong, biggest economy in the world down here. And you almost are benefiting from our largesse and our that's what you hear from President Trump all the time, that we're being taken advantage of. If you got rid of some of these tariffs, maybe there wouldn't be that perception. You have a much stronger arguing position.
Well, I don't think that the United States can say that Canada is taking advantage of the U.S. We have such a strong economic relationship. Look at the big three, look at the auto industry. This is a relationship that is symbiotic, that works well, that benefits people on both sides of the border. We have natural resources that the United States depends on that we sell to the U.S. We sell our energy at a much cheaper rate to the United States than what we would sell for it around the world. So there is a very good relationship, a very strong economic relationship that people on both sides of the border benefit from. And that's the relationship that we want to continue with as Canadians. But right now, we are feeling very attacked by this aggressive action. And I have never seen this kind of patriotism in Canada, where you have, little old ladies going to the grocery store and choosing to buy Canadian products over American products, because quite frankly, we just don't understand why we're being attacked like this when we have only ever been a good friend, ally, partner, and neighbor to the United States.
Could you imagine removing any of the tariffs that you have on things like peanut butter and wine and beer and coffee and apparel? There is a list of things that Canada does have their own tariffs on.
Well, look, we negotiated an agreement with the United States. We negotiated NAFTA. We recently negotiated CUSMA. And so that's the agreement that we have put in place. And I have to say that as Canadians, we feel that the relationship with the United States, the trust has been broken, because when we sign an agreement, we mean it and we live up to those standards. And what we're seeing from the president right now is that, his signature on that agreement isn't worth it. And so as Canadians, we're saying, hey, we came to an agreement. We negotiated these things already. And instead of you guys abiding by your end of the deal, you're now attacking us. So if you want to have a conversation, let's have a conversation. But this aggressive economic action is not the way to do it. Canadians are known for apologizing, but we're not going to back down right now, and we're not going to apologize for defending our economy, our jobs, and our way of life. But what we do want to do is continue to have a strong relationship with the United States. We've always, liked being your neighbor. We've always, wanted to come visit the U.S. But now what we're seeing is Canadians canceling their American vacations because they're so offended and aggrieved by this action that we would rather settle things at the conversation table as opposed to with how this aggressive action is going. And we will have to retaliate because, unfortunately, we've been forced to.